Previously on Nebulous Adventures. Oh! That's a good one. Excuse me. Excuse me. I feel like that's still not the way you're supposed to kill them, but it keeps working. So I'm just gonna keep doing my swing around. Now, onward to the next chapter. Alright, let's see what Sentinel Prime has for us. Immediately with a cutscene. Did they just say rip and tear? They got the cool, like, white-silver energy spears. I want one. Red's cool and all, but the silver's way cooler.
Great Slayer.
Who are you and why are you talking to me? You greet me and then you're just gonna make me walk over there? Do you even have, like, proper platforms or what? What's this? Sentinel Prime. The ancient arena, oh, we're going to an arena? Is a holy place for the people of Argent Denur. Constructed in the earliest days of their history, this Colosseum served as a proving ground for trial by combat. Historical records indicate that Argenta did not jail their own kind. Rather, prisoners and criminals were granted the right to earn their chance at regaining honor through victory in the arena. Those who succeeded were given a place to fight on the front lines of the Sentinel army to die in service to Argent Denur. So they're like Spartans, I think? Anyway, this traditional use of the arena has subsided since their assimilation with the Dark Realm. So, see, you don't want to be assimilated by something called the Dark Realm. That's like a universal no-no. The corrupted priests, again, they're called corrupted priests, now allow more violent exchanges, with armed captives pitted against demons for sport. I mean, if you're like a war country, sure, but that's still kind of a lot. The priests of the Order Diag continue to hold undisputed power in Argent Denur. Spilling the blood of the Argent Ascended class will result in the transgressor's banishment. Asylum amongst the Argenta will be denied to any who do not adhere to the rules of engagement. So you're saying we can't stay here if we kill a priest here. Something tells me Mr. Doom here doesn't quite care. But, you know, that's just me attempting to read the room. Is it just this elevator thing? Seriously, don't install skull buttons in, like, your place, though. That doesn't look good on you. It looks quite evil. Oh, hey, it's the two that are dead and less evil looking right now.
We found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls. He was badly wounded and wearing this.
That's my UAC helmet, isn't it?
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them. Must kill them all.
I've been making that joke since day
He
one.
has fight in him yet.
In spite of his injuries.
Send him to the arena. Let him be judged like the others.
Oh. Did you just load the new area? Even though I could have just... Okay. Next lore. Oh yeah. Did I ever read the first few? Let me... Because I think I skipped over these. A translation from the Liger Sagenta Soltagenta, Book of Kings. Days before man spoke, and a man's shard of rock and metal was cast onto the world from the heavens. Thunder and cataclysm shook the land as the skies were torn asunder. The cosmic spear, that's radical, cleft a hole through our mortal lands, pole to pole, from the cold wastes to the umbral plains to the fetid swamps of Ironfang. The womb of the world opened, and the elemental race, the firstborn, spilled forth. They took the skies, fierce in their emancipation. In their exultation, they brought vitality to the land, and all that felt their breath were awakened from the eternal slumber. Fierce beasts and an unforgiving biosphere rose in the passing of their shadow, as a wraith call echoed across Argent Denur. It's really weird seeing the word biosphere amidst all the other magic-y words. Moving on. First came the Ancestrals, fellow creatures invigorated by the magic of the wraiths. They grew to enormous heights, mighty behemoths who waged war with each other for years untold. Their battles tore the land asunder and destroyed all creation caught in their wake. The wraith call continued to spread across the land as soon as the Argenta emerged from the steppes, our souls stirred into form by the power of their breath. The Titans towered over the wild-blooded tribes, but found them uncowed. The secret of the sword was discovered, and in the darkness of sweltering mountain forges, we beat steel until it was strong enough to pierce bone and sever flesh. Thus we came to be, born of rock and fire, lowly in birth, but risen by the strength of our will. By the blessedness of the first ones, we forged sword and shield, and took the hammer to the Ancestrals. We claimed dominion of creation by the right of blood and magic, and the time of man came to be. With the ancestral beasts driven back to their bleak valleys, we rose. We tilled the fertile land, husbanded the beasts of burden, and built towering cities. In the hallowed palace on the obsidian throne, we crowned King Romero, the father, the first of the line that shall reign in perpetuity. We built the Cathedral of the Flexion to worship the first ones, and formed the Order of the Diag, whose priests pay tribute to the wraiths and appease their tempestuous hunger. Our sons and daughters chose the path of the sword, or the path of the alchemist, for each duty honors the gods. Though our ways were righteous, we were not without strife. Storms and great quakes, cast our spires down. Barbaric tribes laid siege to our fields in search of the great gifts Mother Argenta had bestowed upon our world. And the song of the Wraith Call threatened to drive lesser men into madness. We were not lesser men. We defended that which were the first ones gifted to us, our lands and right to the bounty held within. We beat back the barbarian hordes and hardened our resolve. We rose above the fire, our bodies and souls tempered, and an unbreakable will was shaped in the forge of battle. What emerged was the heart of our legion, the Order of the Night Sentinels. So, big demon spear wrecked the world, unleashed literal hell, and then eventually some guys were just like, but what if we tried fighting? And what if we tried fighting with better weapons? And so they fought back and like, hey, we did it, we won. But we gotta keep fighting, so let's have the Night Sentinels be a thing. Neat. Rad. Translated from the Book of Kings. In the time of grief, when King Etrex, I don't know who that one's supposed to be, took the throne, a blessing came to the people of Argenta. White porcelain beings from a world above our own brought gifts to Denur. Observers to our great deeds, admirers of our convictions, they sought to make our bond with our swords and bring lasting order to our world. So that sounds like makers are just like, hey, you guys seem cool, you want to work for us? Well, not that one. These were beings unlike any we had seen before. Sword and shield held no weight against them, for the ethereal flesh of these luminous beings seemed unbound by mortality. So they're holograms. Able to move through time and space, they held sway over all dominions of the known and unknown dimensions. Time-space holograms. Through their ways, we grew stronger, our society bolstered by their infinite wisdom and all-knowing power, assuring our people's safety for all time, in this world and the next. Where we sharpened the blade and mastered our magic, they bolstered the soul and the spirit. Death would no longer be the end for our people. The ones we call the Makers knew it. Our new allies in this brutal world have given us the security and death we fought so hard to achieve in life. We would find eternal peace, and our minds would rest easy with the knowledge that those we fought alongside in battle would join us in the lands beyond mortal plane. With the strength of our ways, the purity of our essence, the wood by Maker Law would grant us No, the strength of our ways, the purity of our essence, would, by Maker law, grant us passage into the great city in the clouds. There our women and children, warriors and kin alike, would welcome us. We adopted the holy doctrines of the Makers, gifted in exchange with the chance to earn eternal rest for our immortal souls blessed in blessed Urdok. The covenant we held now under the embrace of our new gods. Let me just reread that whole thing. We adopted the holy doctrines of the Makers, gifted in exchange with the chance to earn eternal rest for our immortal souls in blessed Urdok. The covenant we held, now under the embrace of our new gods, fostered a peace we had never known, for they were unlike the first ones, whose presence offered no paradise from fear and the uncertainty of the existence in a harsh and unforgiving world. The Maker's embrace was warm and guided us into an era of spiritual prosperity. Considering I've fought Makers and apparently I'm opposing the Miss Con Maker person, that sounds like a whole lot of lies. Hey, we're gonna take your souls, and I swear we're gonna make them happy. What you doing with souls? What you doing with souls, Urdok? More Book of Kings. With machine and enchantment of the Makers, the Argenta brought our newfound clarity to the disparate realms of the Empyrean Void. We took flight with the support of our gods, spreading the enlightened word of the Con Maker. We discovered that there was not one enemy, but many. Worlds and people unknown to the Argenta were unveiled, and we saw our own suffering reflected in their eyes. Our righteous army strode into battle under the banner of the Night Sentinels, and fought for the freedom of all peoples from the grasp of those who would exploit and prey upon them. Though we battled on soil not our own, blood we shed in foreign lands safeguarded Argent and Ur, and the sons and daughters that defended it. Through the strange peoples we liberated, new alliances were formed, and our beliefs became their own. Our armies swelled. As the Argenta traversed the stars with gleaming war fleets, the Khan of the Makers approached King Rowan on his throne. It's probably another person I don't know. He sensed his god restless by her disquiet manner. The king and Khan spoke, and the god revealed she had foreseen a schism in the blood of the Argenta. A test would be required to identify its host among us. She spoke of a holy rite to be performed on the strongest of our warriors. Only those that proved worthy would be tested, for the impurity could reside in only the most resilient of our legion. The Divinity Machine, a great tribute by Maker Scholaris, like me, Nebulous Scholar, would help us to cleanse any impurities from our flock, ensuring our continued prosperity in this world, and the Maker realm that had awaited in the afterlife. The malicious one, if not exhumed from our ranks, would jeopardize our safe passage to the heavenly realm of Urdok. The Dark One was not amongst them yet, nor would he be for many generations. Only the Mother God, through divination and Maker sight, would determine when he stood before them. The Makers were truth, and only their unclouded eyes could find the one who was marked. The prophecy of the Unholy One was written, but through the ages the warning grew faint, only until the Khan Maker herself and the high priests of the Order Deog still whispered of the he that would one day come to threaten their way of light. You talking about me? I show up, I be cool, and it's like, oh, he's the one. He's the cool guy who's gonna destroy everything. In the time of King Novik, as the Argenta secured peace and safety through dimensions across time and space, an outlander came to us. That sounds like me. He was not of our world and spoke an ugly tongue. English is awful. How he first took step on our land was unknown. Sentinel scouts had found the outlander, bloodied, clawed, and near death, mumbling of impending doom and the forces of darkness. The scent of blood followed him, and the gore that was stained by his armor seemed not entirely his own. By Argenta law, the stranger would be judged in the Colosseum, where he would be given the chance of all who stray from the path to fight for his freedom. We knew naught of this stranger. His mind seemed crippled with rage. He's a very angry guy. He dressed in attire not suited for our lands. Listen, human armor is not great. And carried munition of arcane origin. It's science. We watched as his will overcame his injuries, and in the blood arena he proved his worth. The Outlander's technique was crude and brutal, but the determination in his charge echoed that of any true-born sentinel. Acknowledged a super cool guy. His war cry echoed through the Colosseum, as did the sound of his fury, and the guards cheered his banner. Rip and tear, they shouted, as the beast pushed beyond mortal wounds and certain death. He would be gifted no rank, no title. The survivors in the arena were provided only one reward, the right to earn an honorable death while spreading the blessings of the Makers to those in need. The Outlander's determination was witnessed, his ravings documented, and through the word of the Ordedeog and the Khan Maker had brought him before her. She set her minions to learning his tongue, for with his ugly words he spoke of lands unseen, creatures born of fire, and a dark place unknown to the queen and her caste. Yet another opportunity to expand the gift of the Makers to those in need. It's original Doom guy. And he's even got the ab cut out every time. It's not designed that way. It's that it's ripped off. I'm surprised it lasted this long. Like, if we're using Doom 1, 2, and 64 as canon, my guy fought hell, went to Earth, fought hell again, went back to hell, and stayed in hell, and then went nuts, I guess? I mean, he's not supposed to stay in hell, so... More lore. This is the lore episode. This is the lore. Arena? I guess we're going to an arena? Oh, missed it. Part 5. On the eve of the Black Star, the Dark Ones came from a world beneath our own. Not through ship nor ephemeral vessel, but through the fabric of dimensions. Out of swirling fiery gates came horned beasts from a timeless realm. First one, then many. Crashing waves of evil swelled from the obsidian forest of the Argentian overlords. The Alorum clans from eastern mountains fell first to the black hordes of of devils, and the city of Talorum was slung under the weight of their charge. We sentinels rose to meet the beasts with spear in hand, the might of the holy fleet striking back at the demons. But the dark gates from whence they came still gave birth to even greater hordes. A line of blood was drawn with the fallen of both sides, and the unholy wars began as the time of darkness came upon us. Look at them classic demons showing up and being like, hey, we're demons. Oh, there's like no secrets in this level. So I'm guessing, oh, that's cool. Can I forge things here? Can I make a new sword? Can I make a new, like, axe? Oh, I guess I've got swords and axes here. Can I have one? Can I make, like, a super chainsaw? Can I have the Doom 64 chainsaw? Because that one's cool. It's got double blades for no reason.
I know of what you have left behind. Go back to it then. Leave this crusade. You cannot save them.
You cannot dissuade me.
They have asked me for this, and so I give it to them. If you let the priest live, then I will return to you what the demons took from you so long ago. You need only turn back, and it will be yours again. All the pain
Shut up.
you carry will
So,
be gone.
the last time I heard someone get something returned to them, some guy got his son turned into the Icon of Sin. If you plan to return my bunny to me, you ain't gonna make it into an Icon of Sin. That's just not happening. Up. 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 Push the button. That's the button. Aha! Let me get this first. Part 7? I missed one. Hold on. Let me find part 6 and then I'll get that one. Oh, I gotta jump across for that. That's the button. I figured it out. Alright, going up. So that's the way forward. I need to go get part 6 down there before I can do part 7. Here we go. Is this a way up? There we go. Alright, let me read part 6 and 7. Unlike enemies of the past, we cannot contain the words. We cannot contain the demons emergent from the dark realm. Their weaponry is not conjured from machine steel, but the essence of their very being. A dark magic not known to us in our many conquests. Had we grown overconfident, our victories serving to dull our blades as we drank in the glory of our expanding empire? I mean, demons are kind of vicious. Lost, we knew not of how to prevail against this foe. The Maker God stood perplexed, and our engineers and priests scrambled to find the advantage in battle we so desperately needed. Unknown to the enemy, we were pushed to the brink of defeat, and our God stood with us as we worked to find an answer. Oh, demons are like, we went in, and even the Makers are like, do something? The Order of the Diog were the first to unlock the mystery of these foul creatures. The priests were able to capture several of the beasts and set about to identify the source of their power. It was then that the essence of the Dark Realm was discovered. Not wholly unlike our own, this power was the life essence that flowed through their twisted form and powered their attacks. It could be harnessed to power our own weapons, giving the Argenta the chance to combat demons on even footing. The priests believed that with greater knowledge of the essence, we could discover its source and cut it off from the demons to strangle their armies from within, allowing us to regain the advantage required for victory on the battlefield. The Conmaker gave blessings to Her Majesty and directed the priests to delve deeper into the mysteries of the Scarlet Elixir from the demonic realm, for she sought only to return balance to our universe. Proper assimilation was required, as hell stood beyond her influence. Oh no, they found the demon energy. Hey Sam, this sound familiar? Hey Sam! It's been done before. Didn't go great. Glad we can repeat history like this, even in a multiverse. After great effort, the priests discovered more than they had ever hoped for. They learned of the true nature of the demonic energy and how it could strengthen those skilled enough to harness its power. The energy coursing through the malformed bodies of our relentless enemies can be used to end life or to enhance it. The power to heal, to mend, immortality, knowledge, and enlightened faculties beyond our understanding. With the demon's life force and skilled hands of the sentinel priests, and under the righteous gaze of the Conmaker, our people would not only rise to victory over the unholy horde that clawed at our walls, we would move to a higher plateau of existence, ushering in a new era of military science and industrial healing. No sentinel would grow sick. No maker would need to suffer the transfiguration that they so feared. That's a new point. They have a thing where they're gonna, melt? Okay, I'm assuming melt, but fearing transfiguration means mutation. That sounds bad. All would be risen. None could ever oppose our peaceful ways and threaten our world again. Is it really peaceful if you have a blood sport Colosseum? True balance over hell and its legions, over space and time, this world and all others. We would dictate the order. United with the Makers, we would find peace eternal. No, it sounds like you're gonna find doom eternal. You see what I did there? Alright. The Conmaker demanded the tithe of the essence, and driven by her desire, the priests submitted themselves to her will. The Order of the Diog took the counsel with the king, speaking only of the spoiled lands, sure to be found through the cleft in creation, and the opportunity to purge the new invaders from Argent and Ur. We took the war to their cursed land, pressing through the gates of wizardry. There was one among us who seemed to know the true nature of these foul demons. It was the Outlander. Yes. A stranger who had come to us from places unknown. He who had survived in the front lines far longer than any sentinel-born prisoner had before. His passion for battle against the vile horde was evident, and his lust for their destruction matching our own, though Argent and Ur remained a foreign land to him. His fervor caught the attention of the Inquisitors of the Sentinel Guard, some whispering of a suspected allegiance he held in secret with the demons. Silencing the critics, that's a choice of words, King Novik deemed him to be worthy of selection. The signifiers brought a commission to our king, and it was decided that he be lifted from the common rabble. Though no arena-born prisoner had ever been granted the honor, the Knight Sentinels broke tradition and deemed the Outlander worthy of training. A number of disciples grumbled and chafed at the barbarians present in their rank. But in the war with the demons, all opportunities for even the slightest advantage were to be considered, and as they witnessed the stranger spar with their hallmasters, they found him an undying, unrelenting compatriot. This man was an outsider, friend to none, and yet rose each time he was thrown to the dirt of the circle. Battered and bruised, his brow stained with blood, he rose with grim determination for the chance to face his enemies in armed combat once again. Man too angry to die hates demons too much. Time passed as the stranger was instructed in the codified matrices of the Order, the ancient lessons of battle and brotherhood taught to all sentinels. He could sense the opportunity before him. Soon, all of hell would feel his wrath once again. Satisfied that he would not be a detriment to their prowess, the Night Sentinels granted him his wish as they ventured through the hell gates with the stranger in tow. They knew no rest, fighting in the unnatural elements and training under the blood moon of the night. The stranger suffered exhaustion, wounds, and sickness, but asked for no aid and was offered none. 3 times the Night Sentinels ventured into the gate and back, and upon every return, the stranger rode more capable than before, his gait locked in step with the march of the Sentinels, a disciplined and now controlled lust for demon blood ever present. The passing of years and numerous battles with the devils indentured the stranger to Argenta's mightiest warriors, and no longer did they condescend him as a new-blooded conscript, for to all of them he had become a brother in arm, forged in war, an ally, and a weapon. See? I can use a sword. Can I have the sword? Oh! Is you the one guy who gave me the razor and also the disco ball? Alright, where'd I go again? Behind me. This way.
I pity the humans. I do. Theirs is a hard role to play. But I too have a world to save.
I really don't care.
Without their souls, there can be no hell energy, and the Argent will cease to flow. I cannot allow this to happen. You will not stand in the way of Dag's progress. This is how it has always been done. It is not for you to deny us our chance at prosperity.
Is that what you're doing with people's souls? Is that why you want souls? Are you eating people? Also, there's a life over there. As we warred with the beasts, the Argenta society grew, under the watchful eye of the Makers and through our endless power of the Essence. While our generals were consumed with the unholy war, our culture was marked by the beautiful potion the enemy had provided us, the sweet elixir. Oh, good. More like an ambrosia. It brought us immeasurable capacity and empowered us to reach further into the dimensions once thought to be beyond our grasp. Under the direction of our Maker gods and the engineering of our high priests, our weapons blazed and our war machines stormed. Please scroll this one. The throngs of the populace drank deeply from the well of energy unveiled by the priests, but we of the Night Sentinels took no part in their abundance. Good. Some among us whispered accusations and warnings against this manner of progress, but they were quelled, as it was not our role to dictate the future of our people, only to defend it. No, you should speak up more. Fighting the demons more. Hell Knight. It's a Doom 3 Hell Knight. There's Miss God Lady standing up there looking all godly, watching her pawns fight. That's what's happening, right? Oh, it's up here. Oh, and there's a token. Let's go to the arcade. It's not this way. Let's not go to the arcade yet. Is it this way? Do I have to parkour? Jump, jump, boost. Not really much of a secret, I'll take it. Let's hit up the Sentinel arcades. Play some multiple on arcades, right? I wasn't around in arcades at that time. I should have been. Is that... Okay, 3 more. There's one there, and... That's a boss arena. And it looks like there's one thing in there. Well, let me grab this lore and read it. As the Black Star ascended to its zenith, King Novik sat restless on his throne as a howling darkness began to assemble just beyond the mountain rise to the east. The Blight came upon us in droves, flooding forth from the Hellgate with merciless fury. They brought with them a monstrous Titan, the Dreadnought, a beast to rival the stature and menace of even the mightiest Ancestral. Okay, so they weren't originally demons, but they're similar enough, and the Titan's like, hey, I'm the same. The grotesque giant laid waste to all before him, crushing all in his path. This was a total demonic assault, striking at the heart of Argent Denur as never before. How was the behemoth could pass through the demonic gate without warning? We would never know, though the Night Sentinels believed treason was at play. Oh, the betrayer is like, can I have my son, please? Yes! Here he is. Caught off guard, the Sentinels scrambled late in defiance of the Titan and his horde, and with his coming, the holy cities of Taris Nabad prepared for judgment. With the onslaught of the demons massed in the sprawling shadow of the abhorrent fiend, the city shook to its foundation. None were spared, save those that fled north. The vile swarm ransacked our temples and palaces, burning our towers and feasting on the souls of our clergy. Yet the Night Sentinels rallied and held fast against the demons, though they were pushed back and corralled at the blood arena. As the dark of night descended, their swords remained potent and shred the enemy multitude with abandon. Amidst the unyielding ranks of the Sentinels, when all other apprentices had fallen in battle, stood the Outlander. Rip and tear, he roared, ferocious in battle. The remaining conscripts of the arena stood in awe as they witnessed the beast who had once raged within their very cells, now armored alongside the shoulders of his sentinel brethren. He had risen where none had before, a true-born sentinel fighter, the very best among them. But though the swarm fell before their assault, the Titan remained invincible, for none could tame the behemoth alone. In the hours before dawn, as the night sentinels weathered the relentless assault, the Outlander held his ground at the foot of the great wall in the northern bend of the castle. Seeing his unending vigor, Samuel, Chancellor to the Mother God, hurried the Outlander away under the veil of secrecy, and for reason unknown, submitted him to a rite untold. This was heresy, for Samura received no consent from the Khan Maker, nor did he receive her counsel. So he's a traitor. Kind of. Traitor for good. In the chapel of purity, the Outlander submitted himself to the Divinity Machine. There, Samura Maker, the seraphim known to us only as the aid to the Mother God, blessed the Outlander with fierce speed and power to match his will. So he was still superhuman. Well, he was very human before he became superhuman this whole time. It was the method by which this transfusion took place that was most uncertain for us. For we were of the knowledge that the maker of the device bestowed upon to the Argenta so many generations ago was to be used by the priests only, to find the impurity among us. How could it be that the device was meant to cull the sentinel breed out of its contaminants could then be used to purify the Outlander's body and give rise to the one who would lead us into battle henceforth? What rose from the holy coffin in that fateful day was not the impure abomination the Covenant warned us of. The hero within would come to be known as the Great Slayer, the Time Walker, the warrior Khan, whose fire sword would blaze forth a path for the just and cut through the demonic horde with a vengeance that only a god king could summon. He rose unbroken by the ritual, his eyes burning with maker magic. He took the crucible in his hand, and wraith fire leapt from the blade, as only it will when held by a true sentinel warrior king. In our darkest hour, the Slayer had been chosen. Defying tradition, our most sacred laws, and the will of the great Khan herself, a stranger to our lands, had been blessed with celestial might. Become as God. Look at me with my cool sword. Apparently they only had red ink to make blood. Otherwise... yeah. Oh, and I killed the big thing. Look how big thing did. Yes. Alright, button press. Oh, that's a maker.
I cannot stand by and watch as you put our future at risk.
Oh, were you doing some things?
The energy will continue to flow. It is your people's survival against mine.
Are you okay? Isn't that... Hold on, there's noises, but there's lore over here, so let me read that first. Oh! Diagrav. Diagrav remains the most powerful of the Hell Priests among the people of Argentinor, frequently visiting his ancient homeworld to lord over the populace. Arrogant and pompous, Grav calls for bloodsport in the arena to entertain the fallen citizens of Sentinel Prime. Since the demonic invasion of Earth has begun, he has operated on the planet's surface along with his fellow Hell Priests to direct Hell's forces. But after the deaths of Diagnilox and Diagranok, he has fled to the safety of the arena. Guess where I'm going? It was Diagrav who facilitated the torment and eventual betrayal of Sentinel Commander Valen, taking the keys to the sepulchre of elements and opening the vault of the sleeping wraiths. The ancient creatures were abducted, transported to Hell, and tortured to siphon away their power. He used the heart of Valen's son to animate the icon of sin, a titan still spoken of in legend throughout the Argentinor. Oh, so her name is Valen. Alright, you peoples? Story of Hell, Story of Sentinels. There's Betrayer. Oh yeah, Sergeant Valen, or Commander Valen. I don't know where I got Sergeant from. But yeah, he's got his cool hammer. And he gave me a little razor. And his son is the icon of sin. Alright, what is this noise? Huh? Oh, it's a pinky. Alright. They got captured demons. Look at this lineup. Oh, that's all you? It's you guys? Oh, you're real annoying. Oh, there's the last lore. I'm full on armor and stuff, but I guess why are you... Oh, I guess... Well, did it start with full ammo, or... I don't know. Whatever. Picking up lore. Gladiator. Oh, well, that's a bit early. I guess that's what I'm gonna be fighting, huh? In the years following the end of the Golden Age, competing factions of Argentinur turned against one another. An insidious influence had beset itself upon the Sentinel people, corrupting its once-held sacred traditions. The Colosseum, once a place of honorable combat where prisoners of Argenta were tested for the right to fight on the front lines of their army, has since become a place of blood sport. In violation of Sentinel law, the priests have encaged a demon there, a merciless executioner, used to enact judgment of their own decree. The Gladiator, wielding an accursed shield which entombs the tormented soul of his undying master, remains undefeated in battle, infamous for the many lives it has claimed. So you're telling me that the priests broke their own laws, and you're still okay with keeping them in... That's normal politics. What am I talking about? He's got an eye patch, which is cool. He's got this shield, which looks like it has a face on it. And he's got this chain flail. So, use my big gun. Hey guys. It looks kind of small though, isn't it? Hey look, it's Conmaker up there. Oh, is that Grav and King... was it Novik? I'm glad Comic Doom Guy is also canon somehow.
You'll make a fine addition to the front lines, stranger.
The demons! They are everywhere. Must kill them all!
Dress his wounds and bring him to us. I want to know more about the others he speaks of.
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh man, you look so much worse now.
If Sentinel holy blood is spilled on these grounds, you will lose all sovereignty here.
Look how much I care. Doom Eternal? Is that the shield? It's very flamey. Yeah, look at you. You're a Dark Souls enemy. When the shield's eyes flash green, it's about to attack. Shoot him when green. Okay, so same mechanics as Marauder. Got it. Oh, missed it. Oh. I wonder. Oh, I should have flamed first. It's been a bit. Whoa! How'd I get up there? That is working. Oh, it is. It's chipping slowly, but it's working. Oops. I should probably use other things, right? Let me just charge up my thing. Come on. Oh, not that. Give me the green. Give me the green. Give me the green. Stop it. Did I miss the green? Oh, I wasted it. Where are you? Oh, right, I have those. Oh, it didn't stagger you. You agree? There we go. Doing damage. That's not behind the shield. Come on. Not that one. Maybe? Oops. Oh, reload, please. Thank you. I don't know how to turn all the wrong buttons. That was real bad of me, though. Got it. Still not dead? Now you dead. Oh, you got a second life bar. Alright. Your master is enslaved in the shield, right? So what if I break it? Well, I broke it. Now what? Where were you holding that? Oh, without a shield, a more aggressive and wider variety of attacks. Oh, good. Spins, it returns back. Oh, it has a vortex shield. When it's green, it's about to strike. Well, oh, that got it. Oh. What is this? Oh. Jump rope, got it. Can I still hit you with that? Oh! Hang on. I need your friends. Oh, you killed him. I need him. Oh. Oh, come on. I feel like I need more of his friends to show up. Not that one. Alright, well, I used it. Not that one. Oh, you. Alright, I got it. That was sloppy. That was sloppy as all hell. Smash! Smash! Do it! Smash! Alright, I win. What'd I win? Can I keep one of those? Oh, I got a token. Oh, is this the token that lets me kill
This
Priestman?
nothing. Earth will be consumed, regardless of what.
Kablooey. Oh, blood was spilled. Whoopsie daisy.
The portal is ready. We should leave immediately.
Bye, guys. I didn't want to be your friend anyway. Not if you were his friend. So that was the entire level, huh? Glory kills on heavy demons, now instantly charges blood punch. Ooh, so heavy demons not count as 2. Good, because I kill a lot more of those. I got all the tings. Beat the balls. Probably not a good way to get warmed back up, but, you know, whatever. I got the things. I don't care about that. Let's move on.